Hey, welcome back to Walden's World, and this is a bike that we sold from the mall. I'm not really sure how it happened, but the piston inside the carb is 180 full bore. You got the key for this one?
Oh, yeah.
I just tried to kick it over 5 times. I'm like, why won't it start? No. You stole my KLX, don't have a key. This guy's got a couple other cool parts. The boss man is paying me to come to his customer's house because he doesn't have a trailer or anything, and he just bought the bike a couple of days ago. So this is what you call, it's an exception. But normally you have to bring it back to the shop. I think this did get worked on a little bit here by the people. Actually, I know it did because we were talking on the phone. So somebody did tear apart the carb. They just probably put it back together wrong. But we'll get it going right for them and take care of the customer, and they'll be back. So that's how you do it. All right, so on this guy's carburetor, I'm just going to kind of show you on a different carb what was going on. So on these carbs, you've got an adjustment screw, which is the big brass one right there in the middle. And on this side, you can't really see it, but this is a pin. It's actually a guide pin. You can see it right there, a little piece of plastic. And that's what guides your slide. The one all the way down there on the top is your adjustment screw, and that's what picks up and drops your piston. So on this particular unit, right here would be your adjustment side. You can see how it's beveled. So as you screwed it in, it would push the piston up. If you unscrewed it, that screw would release and it would go down. The guide pin would go here. So what's happened on here, because this guide pin is actually up a lot further, if you put this in 180 degrees off, and it is possible, or this may be it, will get stuck right there on this pin where the adjuster is, and it won't go down. And that's why that guy's carburetor was literally at full throttle. So I just pulled this out, I spun it half a circle, dropped it back in, and that's when it worked fine. Then we just had to adjust the idle. All right, so last night we were talking, this thing was just going full bore. First thing I did when I got here is I just grabbed this, and if you don't feel that right away, then obviously you got a spring. So I was able to pull that back about right here, which ended up being the piston was turned sideways. The spring was already compressed, and that's why we had all the play in the handle grip. So now that I have a real key, goes in here. You always feel great when you're worked on all kinds of stuff, but you can never find where the key goes on the unit because you don't own it. Golly, it got compression. Yep. Let's see. We can adjust the idle up a little bit if you want to.
How do you adjust the idle up?
Yeah, so I noticed this one's got a rubber cap over it. Looky here. Right behind the choke, they've got it capped off actually. See that little rubber cap right there?
Yeah.
Your adjustment's gonna be behind that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to pop it out. Did you take the top of the carb off?
Yeah, I unscrewed it and I turned that piston like you told me to yesterday.
Yeah, it didn't slide off. All right, so we got his carb fixed for him. Get him hooked up. Like Make-A-Wish Foundation. Y'all next? Why not? Huh?
That's like the toast truck right there now.
Yep. All right, you'll probably be on YouTube on Walden's World now.
That's all right.
Yep. I had to tell them normal bike shops don't go to people's house and fix their stuff. We're going to take care of it. Y'all going on YouTube. You're YouTube famous. Who's riding first? Go get your Barbie helmet. Huh?
I gotta get my daughter home now. She's excited. Huh? She's on her way.
This is your daughter's?
Yeah, this is for my little daughter. My youngest daughter. Yeah.
All right. Hey, tell them like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Come on, be part of the game.
David, you tell us.
And you can just adjust that. I just do it a quarter of a time later, but it's a little bit chilly right now. Maybe it'll warm up. But you should never have to run it with the choke on, so if you have any issues, holler at us.
Yeah, I can start choke off.